Oh,
Yeah.
it says we are.
Oh,
Okay, we are now. Hold on, let me get Instagram popping. Gotta make sure you stream, y'all gotta get this back together. I'm sorry,
Hold
y'all.
on,
The
y'all.
thing is taking fast.
hold on, y'all.
Oh, we hear New York in the background. I'm sorry. This Instagram, what's going on, y'all? What's going on in IG?
It's always IG.
Yo,
Oh, it's actually.
IG really be hating all the time, bro. Come on, IG. Don't do this to me right now. Let's talk about the wrong page on this thing. But we're live on Twitter and YouTube.
All right, so that's fine.
Hello, everyone. But why IG acting like this, Shantae?
IG be hating. That's fine. It's fine. No worries.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to it in like a couple of minutes. We'll see.
Okay.
But what up, y'all? We weren't here last week, so we're happy to be back.
I'm super happy to be here. Honestly, feels like it's been longer than
And
2 weeks.
it always feels like that. Anytime we miss a consecutive week, but
Yeah.
uh, just want to say hey to everybody. Thank you. Obviously, we're on 30 minutes later today. We'll explain why that is as we get into the show. But thank you guys for being here. We don't plan on keeping you guys too long today because our other friends at over at the 9450 will also be going live right after us at 8:30. So thank you guys. But as always, this is the 21 Titles Weekly Recap. My name is Wellness Brittany, and y'all already know who I'm rocking with.
Shantae, hey y'all.
And together we make up 21 Titles. We're essentially a consulting and development firm, really trying to empower the next generation of student athletes to think in a different perspective and to also hone in on their professional and personal development. We love hosting these weekly recaps to keep our community in the know about what's going on in women's basketball, us being former collegiate athletes, NIL. Shantae is an IP attorney, as I've mentioned many times before. We also cover, things going on in the culture, and we also do tech because we were heavy in Web3 at one point. That's kind of settled down, but we still keep up with some of the people that we kind of built relationships with. So, shout out to Web3, shout out to all of our people over there. But let's get into it.
Let's get into it. The reason why we missed going live last Sunday is
That's good.
because
The reason why we
we
missed
were in
going
Brooklyn
live on Sunday is because
and we were at the Jordan Brand Classic, which is a yearly classic that is hosted here in New York City. I believe last year was at Gaucho's. this year was at the Barclay Center. And it's just an opportunity to watch the best of the best in the country, on both the men's and the women's side, right before they enter college. And so, yeah, we had the opportunity to watch a lot of young women out here that are about to kill in college. And so, we wanted to just give a little recap about who we watched play. And so, for the women's, it was Team Air versus Team Flight. Um, I think Brittany, you should start with Kiyomi, since she is going to your alma mater. It only makes sense. So you want to talk a little bit about Kiyomi Miller McMillan?
Yeah, for sure. Kiyomi McMiller, she's essentially a East Coast kid. Originally from New Jersey, uh, and very excited that she has signed and committed to attend Rutgers University next year. She is the first high school NIL athlete to sign with the Jordan brand.
Mm-hmm.
So, we were on her like early because obviously we were covering NIL, and this was breaking news at the time. But young lady has a motor. She's extremely quick, very fast. She likes to put on the show. And you can see that she just loves the game of basketball. I'm very excited to see her next year. We're wearing that Scarlet Knight garb. So, and the Big Ten is gonna be a really really great conference next year. Got some realignment going on since the Pac-12 kind of dismantled. So we're gonna be seeing some good basketball. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
excited for that. And you know, uh, for me, I got to the game a little late, y'all. Yeah, I know CP time, but what happens when you got two kids?
It is what it was. It was. You still, caught a lot. And I know for me, one of the guards that really stood out to me was Zamaria Jones, who is going to be headed to NC
Hmm.
State. Um, she's good. I don't know if people are talking about her enough. Uh, but this girl is really good. She's 5'7". She's actually from North Carolina. Um, and yeah, so she's staying
Okay.
home next year. But to know that she's going to be heading to a team filled with just that three guard offense that NC State has with Sanaya Rivers and Isaiah James and Brooks. I think she's a great addition to add to the team. I think that she could provide a ton of value. When we watch her play on Sunday, she's a great playmaker, great decision maker. Um, Always got her head up looking to pass. And she's gonna find you. Uh, she just has great court vision. I was thoroughly impressed by her. This is my first time seeing her in person and live. But she did an amazing job, and I think that she's gonna fit in really well at NC State. You have anything to add about her, Britt? Wonder if Brittany can hear me. Can you hear me,
My
Britt?
joint is tripping right now.
I'm like,
I can hear you right now,
okay. Hopefully
but
everybody else.
before it was
Did you hear?
tripping.
Oh, I didn't know if you heard. Well, hopefully y'all all heard what I had to say about Jones. But if not, what I was saying was she's a dynamic guard. She's going to be headed to NC State. Um, has great court vision, and it's just a beautiful thing to see her coming on a team with three other amazing guards on NC State with Isaiah James, Sanaya Rivers, and Brooks. And so I think she's going to be a great addition to NC State. But she was doing her thing on Sunday. So if you don't know who she is, you definitely need to tap in with her. But yeah, I'm excited to see her play at NC State next year.
Yeah, I mean, this is the young lady who made the game winning shot to finish the game.
Right.
So it was she hit the shot and she kind of roared on her chest, So that shows me she got some fire in her. I mean, I seen her also. She was also a McDonald's All American as well. So that just tells you what the young lady is made of. They're acknowledging her skill set. She's winning these, getting on these teams. So that means that she's pretty good then, right? So
Absolutely.
I'm definitely excited to see her team up with Zoe Brooks. Zoe Brooks, Isaiah James, it's gonna be a movie over there. Okay,
It's
Sanaya
gonna be a
Rivers.
Zoovie.
It's gonna be a movie. Okay, so NC State, Zuby.
Nah, NC State is gonna look good next year. So that's a great pickup for them.
Facts, facts. Who else? Michaela Blake's. I seen her. I know of her because Rutgers was also recruiting her. She is
Okay.
going to Vanderbilt next year. She'll be playing for Shay Ralph, and the young lady can shoot. She can flat out shoot it. She's a slasher. She can also handle the ball. I think she's really good in the open court. We didn't really see that on display at the game because she was just doing what she needed to do on the court, and that was shooting. She hit a couple of threes when she needed to, so she was doing that. But I'm excited to see her play at Vanderbilt with Shay Ralph. If y'all don't know, Shay Ralph is a former UConn Husky. So she's also a competitive coach, right? Like anybody that's coming from UConn is is made of that material essentially.
Mhm.
So yeah, so looking forward to seeing her. Uh, Olivia McGill, this young lady surprised me. Okay, um, like she was just attacking the basket the whole time. Like her
Mhm.
downhill, like her ability to go downhill and get to the rim,
No, she was
incredible.
killing it. And
And
she's
she's
heading
not
to
that tall either. She's maybe
no,
five
she's not.
seven,
She's around 5'9".
but
She's headed to Florida. And
okay,
so she's gonna be playing with uh O'Neal, with Shaq's daughter. So that's gonna be a great
Mariah.
combination as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fire. I like that. I like them too. Obviously, we've seen O'Neal. I got a chance to take a picture with her, y'all. Got a chance to meet her. Um, and I didn't get a chance to see her in the first half because obviously I missed the first half, but I went back and watched the highlights. And also, obviously, Shantae told me, and my father told me that she was doing her thing. She had 16 points and 6 rebounds in the first half. She was shooting a three. Like, that's big, too, for her to be a big shooting threes like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh,
And shot it with
okay,
confidence.
okay. Yeah, yeah. I actually
Yeah.
just put up a reel on my business page. Shout out to Smiling Bellies, y'all. If y'all need some health and wellness consulting, I'm the one. Okay. But I put it up. and it was Mariah and her brother doing drills, basic drills that we were doing, Shantae,
Mhm.
at 10 years old,
Mhm.
12 years old.
Mhm.
Simple cone work, simple pull ups, floaters. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Just simple work that actually translates to developing skill. Okay?
Right.
No blue ball and basketball and balancing and no social media trickery. Okay?
Right.
Just real deal Holyfield work. That's what they was doing. So I see why she shot with confidence because she in the gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? Get in the gym, y'all. Get in the gym. Y'all student athletes, y'all gotta get in the gym. Y'all be capping a lot. Sir Capalicious is a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all out here capping. Y'all gotta get in the gym. Matter of fact, I'm about to get back in the gym. My old self's about to get in the gym so I can talk trash to y'all
Yeah,
and
yo,
show
we talked
y'all
about that the
that I
other
was
day.
actually like
We talked
like
about
that
that, y'all. We
like
talked
that.
about
Yeah.
that the other day. So Brittany's
hmm
serious. It's hilarious, but no, she's serious, y'all. She's serious.
Seriously, I'm getting back in shape, y'all. Okay, because it's a lot of capping going on out here, y'all. I see y'all. Y'all be capping on social media, like y'all be in the game. Y'all don't be in the game. Like y'all be at the gym. Y'all don't be at the gym. I know that's from 2 years ago. It's still in your camera. I know. We know. But moving along.
I'm done. Um,
Moving along.
yeah, moving
I'm
along.
sorry. Sorry, Shantae.
Oh no, listen, you getting it off. I'm supporting the get off. This was my first time seeing Gilbert Arenas' daughter play. I had no clue that his daughter was even on this team, but Azalea Arenas, she's gonna be heading to Louisville in the fall. Um, we didn't get to see much of her play. Because I don't know if she was suffering from an injury. I don't know what was going on, but she didn't get a lot of playing time last Sunday. Um, but I am looking forward to seeing her at Louisville. Um, I just wish we would have had the opportunity to really see her play. Same thing with Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong did not play last Sunday. That's somebody else I wanted to see play in person. Um, but obviously we know what she could do. But yeah, it would have been great to see her live on Sunday.
Yeah,
Um,
my pops was
also,
excited.
oh my bad. Go ahead.
Sarah, I'm gonna just tell you, my pops was
What you said?
no. That's all I had to say. My pops was tight.
Oh yeah,
My pops was tight that Sarah wasn't playing.
he was upset because we were there to see. We definitely wanted to see her play live. Um, and it would have been dope to do so, but it is what it is. Another individual another player I was looking forward to seeing was Kennedy Smith. Like she's going to be heading to USC. Obviously, we just got wind yesterday that Kiki Iriafen is going to be going to USC. Um, can you hear me, Brittany?
What is going on?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Can you hear me
Internet
now?
not letting me. Internet, what's
It's
going on?
not, and I don't know why. Is it because it's hot? Is because it was a beautiful
I
day
don't
today?
know. I hate it.
The hate, but as long as you can hear me now, then we're fine. But Kennedy Smith, she's gonna be heading to USC. Great addition to USC. We just got word last night that Kiki Iriafen is also going to be heading to USC with Juju. So those three alone, right? Their numbers speak for themselves. Like, granted, Kennedy hasn't hit a college floor yet, but I think she's gonna be able to produce. She's gonna be able to produce because she's gonna be playing alongside two amazing players. So she's a big guard as well. Seeing her live, like, she has a big body. And it's clear that she could do a lot of different things on the floor.
Right.
Um, she looks real comfortable out there in different spaces on the floor. Like I said, she's big enough to play the 3-4. We've seen her out on the perimeter. She obviously could, can take care of the ball and can dribble the ball. So I think that she's a great fit for USC. And I think she's going to be able to produce next year how they may need her to.
I think you are absolutely correct. Um, she definitely looked very comfortable on the floor. Okay. I was very intrigued at her versatility. That's what I'll say. She was very versatile. But I'm gonna put this little sleeper on y'all radar, y'all. Heckle,
Yeah,
she's also going to USC.
she
Okay,
is. Tough
don't
guard, too. Tough
don't
guard.
sleep on this young. Yo, she look. She may look like she little, like she. Nah, she surprised me last week.
She's tough.
Like she wasn't backing down. She was
No.
aggressive. Okay, she was getting to the free throw line,
Yeah.
making the right
She
play.
tough
Like
guard. She's a very
she,
tough
I'm
guard.
looking forward to seeing her. Yeah,
And
Heckle.
I think she's a
Remember that
great
name,
fit.
y'all. Heckle. She's
No, you're on the money. I think she's a great fit, really, because it also allow Juju and those around her to produce without having to worry about bringing the ball up. You know what I mean? I think Heckle does a really good job
right,
at the point,
right.
and I think it's gonna relieve some, for lack of better words, stress that anybody else may feel about having to push the ball or bring the ball up. So, I think, yeah, to your point, I think she's a great addition to that team as well.
Oh yeah, USC. And what's her name? Lizzie Gottlieb. She just got the I think she got a contract extension.
Yes,
Girl,
to 2030.
they brewing up something. They brewing up. Yes, 2030. 2030. Okay. 2030. They said we're gonna give you 5 years, girl, another 5 years. What can you do?
Right.
They a Final 14. We saying it right here, right now. USC, right now, Final
Woo,
14.
woo.
Woo! I'm excited. I'm excited. And you see how at the end, like Juju was really like just she was heartbroken, yo. That's probably like the first time the nation really seen Juju emotional like that after the game. She coming back for blood next year, yo. Juju sophomore season, she already did so much this year.
That's a fact.
Super sophomore, yo, I'm ready. Ready. I'm ready. Hooray. I'm ready. Ready.
Yeah. And then lastly we had seen um McKinley Randolph, Zach Randolph's daughter, ball out. Again, she could hit the three too. She's tall, she's big, and she's headed to Louisville as well. So Help is on the way, Drew. That's a fact, Lori. That's a fact. Um, but yeah, no. Randolph's daughter is
Factories.
she's good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said Zach Randolph's daughter is good.
So let's just say this: Jeff Waltz, he got some players coming in next year.
Facts.
Okay,
Facts.
McKinley Randolph is one of them. he he got some studs coming next year. Amari Berry, uh, obviously McKinley Randolph, like Shantae said. Um, Gilbert Arenas' daughter is going there next year too. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
he got a couple more ladies going there too. Like it's like six of them,
Yeah, no.
and he
They
got
they they they
and the
coming in hot.
transfer. He been in the transfer portal too. I've been seeing some of these girls commit. So Louisville, they coming.
They are coming. Then of course we saw Joyce Edwards.
They coming.
She left with the MVP of the game. And to see her play in person, she fits right into South Carolina's playing style. Like she fits right into their playing style. Um, she's just really efficient around the basket. She does all the little things. Um, and yeah, she's gonna fit well into South Carolina's play. That's all I got. Joyce Edwards was meant to play at South Carolina. That's what it gives.
Facts. I mean, look, y'all. Shantae put out a tweet and it went semi-viral. Okay. Uh, we were low key reported on Joyce Edwards becoming the All Star of the Jordan Brand Classic, and stuff went crazy. Okay, but
Nah, but
they
she's
said that
good.
she's won the MVP in all the games so far.
Yeah, she's good. She puts numbers up. That girl will put the ball in the basket.
Okay. Oh, the Instagram still not
I
messing with
still
us
not.
still.
It's fine. It's technology today.
Nah, we just gonna keep rocking with all y'all. Okay, y'all.
It's fine.
IG hating.
But yeah, that's all we had in regards to just recapping um who we saw play on last Sunday. And it's just exciting to get a I guess a head start on seeing these young women before they head to college. But they're ballers. We're excited for the future. And I think that the torch is going to be properly passed to these young women, and they're going to do what they need to do next year.
Facts. Women's college basketball next year, y'all better tap in because it was on. We broke a whole bunch of records this year, so y'all already know it's gonna continue to turn up. Okay, we about to get into some transfer portal news to show you why it's getting shaken up in college basketball. Okay, yeah, I like this. Is that what it's called? Roster recycling?
Yo,
Yeah,
that's the new term people are using: roster recycling.
this is for sure the new normal. with the college basketball transfer portal. Shantae and I have already said like this transfer portal has allowed for a college free agency, essentially. Like this is what we're seeing um, in the off season. Kids are transferring because they're unhappy at their at their universities and they want more opportunities. But also, I guess some people have they want different fits. They want maybe more NIL money. So people are entering the transfer portal hoping to essentially level up
Yeah,
in a sense.
that's what it's about.
How do you feel about that, Shante?
Um, I think that the transfer portal, like we've always said, I love the fact that it gives these student athletes the autonomy to move around how they would like to, um, with very little restrictions. However, um, you know, throughout this whole ordeal, we have also seen the flip side of that, where coaches have been very vocal about, it being, for lack of better words, just annoying, right? It's been a hard time. I think it gives some coaches a hard time in just learning how to navigate this new space. But I kind of like what you said this past week offline about the transfer portal not just being for the student athletes but also for the coaches. Because we've been seeing a plethora of college coaches going from one team to the next. And at the end of the day, this is a business. We're not used to seeing business being done on the side of the student athlete. And I think it's going to take some time for everybody to get adjusted. I can see how it could cause not I can see how it could be difficult maybe for coaches because they're constantly on calls, recruiting, having conversations with student athletes in the portal. You have to sell the school, you have to sell the program. You know, that's a lot of effort. Um I feel like we just saw a text message this week. Somebody posted a text message this week on their story. I don't know if it was a coach. I don't know if it's somebody Brittany and I know personally, but somebody anonymously posted a coach's text this week on social media, essentially saying what I just said, but also saying like, as a coach, he hasn't gotten much sleep. He hasn't had an opportunity to relax because it's always go time. He always has to market and sell the program. So I say all like to say I get both sides of the coin. Um, I think that
So
there's going to be a lot of
you know,
changes
like
in the future. Not a lot, but there's going to be some sort of changes in the future to kind of
changes in the
maybe
future.
better
Right?
monitor
It's gonna
who's
be
leaving, who's staying. It's a lot. It's a
changes in
lot
the
of
future to
movement
kind
right
of
now, but this is where we're at. We just got to go with the flow of it all, and that's all I got.
Right. I mean, I think you make sense. I mean, we here now, right? Like it's here.
It's here.
The NCAA, y'all done opened up a can of worms, and we are currently in it. So either we're going to figure out what's the best way for us to utilize it, or it's going to lead to our demise.
Yeah, like
So let's.
so. Yeah, I guess we
So
can
with
go
that
right
being
into
said, I feel like the hot topic of the transfer portal this week was T was Haley Van Lith, right?
Haley Van Lith. Yeah. Now we knew Haley Van Lith was leaving LSU. Again, we've had this conversation multiple times. Like LSU wasn't a good fit for Haley. She knew that. She felt that. She hopped in the transfer portal, and then we got where she was about to commit to TCU, and then she was like, "Hold up, nobody committed to TCU. The ink hasn't dried. I don't even know. I haven't said anything about going to TCU. But then a week after she said no, she may not be going to TCU, they released a statement saying she is committed to TCU. So um
So,
there's a lot of moving parts. Sedona Prince is coming back to TCU. One of the Cavender twins is coming back. Shouts to K Dot. He said that the good twin was about to go to TCU, but now she's not going to TCU. She's gonna be headed back to Miami with her sister. Um,
for her
so
sister.
yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how that fits for Haley, but this is her final year. So I'm sure she wants to get her numbers up, remain consistent, um, so that she has a good year.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically a redemption tour for for Haley Van Lith. Um, she has to, show that she can be herself again. That's what this comes down to. We seen a shell of her last year, really. Like, she's a scorer, and she needs to be set up and put in positions in which she can score. And I don't think LSU a job did that job last year. She was trying to run point, trying to transition into a new position. You can still transition to a new position and still, be and still play the game like seamlessly, effortlessly, like within the flow of the game. It just seemed like she did not play within the flow of most games last year, and that had to be an experience for her. Like, to be quite honest, like going from Louisville to going to that had to be an experience for her. So I really hope that she has um, a redemption this year and she gets a chance to get into a flow with TCU this year. So Haley Van Lith, new school. Let's get back to old you at a new school.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I want to see her get back. We all
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
At least I hope so.
for sure. So now I guess we can move on to Kiki, because she really that I mean that information came in late last night on Twitter that she announced that she was going to be heading to USC. And, she had a great year at Stanford this past season. She was averaging 19.4 points, 11 rebounds, and 2.3 assists. She helped Stanford move forward into the Sweet 16 this past year. She just had an amazing season. Um, and then, of course, the Pac-12 was dismantled. We had Tara Vanderveer retire. So that left Kiki. I think once Tara announced her retirement, everybody on Twitter was like, "So where Kiki going?" Like, all right, Kiki, just go ahead and head to the portal, girl. Like, go ahead and head to the portal. Um, and so we've been seeing her um obviously go on visits, or it was reported she went on visits, and um she ultimately chose to go to USC. And this is an amazing pickup for USC. I think that Kiki is arguably, or was arguably, one of the best or top two most wanted players in the transfer portal, or coming out of the transfer portal, next to Reagan Beers. Um, so this pickup for USC is major, considering they just lost two players this past season. Going to the WNBA, shouts to them too. But this is a great pickup. Again, like Lauren said, help is on the way for Juju. This is major help for Juju. And she's still going to be playing with an upperclassman who's been doing this for longer than she has. So she's going to bring a level of leadership to USC, which they are lacking because of the two seniors that just left. So I just think that they're going to have a great season. I think this is a great fit for Kiki. This is her last year, I believe. So um, everybody was just hyped to see this.
I mean, look, Tara Vanderveer retiring was the best thing that happened for USC. Okay? Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Yes, she's riding with Juju. We going because we trying to get to a Final Four. Okay? Lindsay Gottlieb is working. She's working. Okay? Like we mentioned earlier in the show, she has signed a contract extension through 2030. Okay? And if y'all did not know, see, because we watch all of women's basketball, like when the games is not on, I'm watching the commentary. We watching the shows before the game. There was a segment where Lindsay Gottlieb came on during the Final Four. This lady was on the Cleveland Cavaliers staff at one point, y'all. Okay? This is why she came on, because if y'all didn't know, the Final Four was in Cleveland this year. Okay? So they have to have all these stories that kind of match up. Okay? She came on that stage. If that young lady can earn the trust and respect of men in the NBA as an assistant coach, she can get these young ladies on her team to buy into what she's trying to do. Okay? And we've seen that this past year. We've seen what they did. Okay? Lost in the Elite Eight to a battered and bruised UConn, but UConn, they still pulled through. Okay? Talking about UConn next year.
Listen,
Monster. Okay?
listen.
We talking about transfer portal news. We still waiting to see where Bears is going.
That
Okay?
and we
First and
saw.
foremost, UConn got they got the go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Brittany.
Go ahead.
Oh, we saw a few of these incoming freshmen last Sunday, and they too are great pickups for UConn. You got shooters out there, that
Yeah.
are like sitting ducks that are sitting on the perimeter and they're ready to shoot. They ready to shoot. And we forgot to talk about them earlier during our Jordan Brand Classic recap, but I'm gonna tell you right now, like them freshmen coming to UConn, they can shoot. They can shoot.
Fact.
That's all I got, and they can shoot. So
Yeah, they going UConn. They gonna be scary next year. If UConn can stay healthy next year, like they a Final Four team, yo. Like
yeah,
Paige, Az, Brady, Kiki on. Like obviously these freshmen coming in here. You got Sarah Strong. Like come on.
right. I'm telling you, there's not going to be a lot of whack. There's not going to be a lot of whack teams. I mean, granted, there were no whack teams this past year. I ain't seen many whack teams this past year. But next year,
Yeah,
listen, I don't know what to say. I'm excited. Um, but no, a lot of these teams ain't going to be nothing to play with.
facts, facts.
So
We here.
we are.
Women's basketball here.
All right. Well, we can segment. I mean, we can segue into WNBA news. Just wanted to highlight that there's some WNBA teams that have sold out of their season tickets this year, which is fire, right? Like, I don't think we've seen,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't think we've seen this much coverage about teams selling out with season tickets ever, like in a while, if not ever, because
Ever.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, we're going into the 27th year of the WNBA. The Dallas Wings, they've sold out of their season tickets. The Atlanta Dream sold out of their season tickets. Um, and I think that, I mean, we didn't get the numbers for Indiana yet, but I'm
Oh
sure
yeah, it's
Indiana's,
going.
yeah, like Indiana's on the way. Like they're on the way. Um, So, according to the Wings, oh, and also I want to say the Las Vegas Aces because they became the first ever WNBA team to sell out their season ticket allotment. That's a big deal. This is a major deal for the WNBA. Um,
Yes.
and if this is going to be used as like projections for like revenue sharing, right? Because that's what we're going to be talking about with the CBA. Shouts to K Dot, but this information is important when it comes to talking about like revenue sharing and the money that's like pouring into the league. So this is important to keep your eyes on because this says a lot. And so yeah, according to the Dallas Wings, their season ticket memberships will fill nearly 40% of the 6,251 seats inside their home arena. Um, the club also stated that their overall ticket revenue has ballooned to the tune of 220% this year. That's a major jump. 220% up since last year.
Yeah. Wow. Whoa. That's like whoa.
Right. So these numbers are incredible. We still haven't received the numbers for everywhere else. The remaining team. So this is beautiful to see. I hope that the numbers, continue to increase, and I hope that, I mean, not for our benefit because we're trying to get to some games, but we're nonetheless happy that these teams are selling out in tickets and season tickets. So just wanted to highlight that before we got into some more WNBA news.
We have WNBA. Y'all better make sure y'all continue to do y'all due diligence to mark these ladies, cause whoo, it's time, y'all. Y'all gotta pick it up.
Yeah, and this is like I
Y'all,
said, this is
the
gonna
keep.
help,
Yeah, the demand is demanding now.
right?
We
And
we want to
so
see.
when they going into these negotiations for media rights deals, TV deals,
Good.
these numbers are gonna be on their deck when pitching, right? Like these numbers are gonna be taken into account. So that's why they're so important. But yeah, shout just keep supporting these women. That's all I got. Keep supporting them.
Nah, facts. It's extremely important to them, and that goes into say like Angel Reese's jersey sold out, right? Which is fire, right? But I got a bone to pick with you, Chicago Sky. First and foremost, the question I want to ask before I go into my little soliloquy, um, has anyone done any content on ranking the WNBA facilities from 1 to 12? I want to know. If y'all know of anybody who's done content on that, please let me know. Because if not, then I'm going to have to do the content. Because I want to know what the facilities look like. Okay? Because Chicago Sky, thank I just want to say this. I was utterly disappointed when I learned that the practice facility they've been using since 2011 was the public recreation center in the suburbs of Chicago. D Wade, I know you grew Utah's team valuation. It's time the sky needed. They need their own practice facility. It was really utterly disgusting to see Angel Reese walking into her introductory presser like that. Y'all put a box in the middle of the recreation facility with Sky logo on it and called this a presser release. Like, what are we doing? Who who did this? It was like it was y'all dropped the ball. It was really bad. Like, let's compare this to Alyssa Peely coming into Minnesota. That's how you supposed to get welcomed into your new home. They pulled out the red carpet for Alyssa. Chicago. Um, y'all got to do better than that. Let's start looking for a new practice facility. Let's start looking for new locations because y'all need to build them a practice facility. We need to get out of the Deerfield Park Recreation Center. Are y'all serious? Yeah, y'all serious. Because y'all been there since 2011 and nobody's called y'all out. Angel Reese shouldn't have got introduced like that. Like, y'all are crazy. Y'all crazy. If I was Angel Reese's agent, I would have been pressing y'all neck because that's crazy. That's crazy. The girl just sold out her jersey sales for y'all. Y'all could have at least had some people who like just brought the young lady's jerseys to greet her. Season ticket holders come greet her, come get an exclusive meet and greet with her. Had a press there, y'all barely had press there. I'm disappointed. I'm sorry, Shantae. Carry on. Hey, that
I ain't
was
got nothing else to
crazy.
say there. I think you hit it on the head. One thing I will say is that um, as much as casual fans of the WNBA can be annoying to some degree, we're happy you're here because I think that it just they provide more voice, right? In highlighting
Right.
issues and sore spots that should have been addressed a long time ago, right? I feel like a lot of people have been shouting about certain things that are now like meeting the tipping point to the point that, Kathy got to start, she got to start talking and addressing the things that are causing things to go viral on Twitter and on social media. Like, there's no more, I'm going to remain quiet until it cools off. We're not there anymore. Like, women's basketball is such a hot topic that any crazy looking thing, true fans are going to talk about it as they've been, and then also now casuals are going to bring it up. It's even more heat, and so I love that we're here in that regard. I love the fact that people are really like, no, we're gonna hold y'all accountable. So and they have to be held accountable. So no, I agree with everything you said. That was just piss poor. And that's still keeping it cute. Saying it was piss poor or it was lousy or it was mid. That's keeping it cute. Um,
Right.
but it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. That's what it is. It's embarrassing. So yeah, I hope that they do a better job moving forward and they heard the outcry everywhere and they too I hope they felt it.
Facts. Because it needs to happen. Like, and this goes along with the next story we're going to talk about, like the Dallas Wings are actually about to move to Dallas.
Yeah,
Isn't that a doozy?
yeah. Now
Like,
they've been playing in
yeah,
Arlington.
okay, we just
Like I don't even know. Like they've been playing in
like
Arlington for the past 8 seasons. So that's interesting.
yeah, y'all gotta
And
get together, right?
yeah, I'm telling you, everything's under review at this point. So yeah, they're making the changes quickly, and so the Dallas City Council, they this past week they said that yeah, the Dallas Wings will be headed to Dallas finally, and I think they're gonna be doing this in 2026 because the Dallas Wings are gonna stay in Arlington until 2025. So after that, we'll see them in Dallas. The council approved a 15-year, $19 million use agreement for the Wings to play in the Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center Dallas Memorial Center, arena. So all that's waiting right now is approval by the WNBA. And really the reason for this move is because again, the ticket sales, the numbers are up. Numbers, that's really what this is all about. It's all about numbers. And so yeah, this is why the Dallas Wings will be moving to Dallas in 2026.
Good. Now I don't look. Somebody's calling me a scam. How am I getting a 111111 call right now? Yo, scammers are on 1,000 right now, y'all. Leave me alone, okay? Not me. Not me, Shantae.
I'm done.
On
So
to the
yeah,
next bit of WBA news. Me and Shantae been trying to figure out the difference between a PE and a signature shoe, okay? Because we just realized that they're two different things, okay?
yeah,
Obviously, everybody's been in an uproar because Caitlin Clark, uh, right, news dropped that she's going to be signing a multi-million signature shoe deal with Nike. I think they said it's valued at what, $28 million, which is really crazy. But shout out to Caitlin Clark. She's been growing the game, y'all. If y'all don't understand why Caitlin Clark just, if y'all don't understand why she just didn't get that, like just got this contract, then I mean, you might be on the hating side. Young lady has been doing everything in her power to to grow the game for women's basketball, bro. Like, we know what this comes with. We've had this conversation. We know offline what that conversation is. We know. But we also know why. Okay? But I just wanted to roll that in because this goes into our story with Jewel Lloyd. She's going to get what is this? A player exclusive? You said, Shantae? That's what PE stands for.
yes.
Player exclusive. So she's going to be getting that. Excuse me. I'm sorry. The scammers are calling my phone. So Jewel Lloyd's Nike GT Cut 3 PE should be releasing soon. P stands for player exclusives, and this means that the shoe has been created especially for a certain athlete. Lloyd is entering her 10th season. She originally signed with Nike when she went number one in the 2015 draft. The custom shoe shows a colorway of green, red, and blue, with smiley faces and phrases like ready, set, go, got you, and go be great. Lloyd will be repping the USA for the USA during the 2024 Olympics in Paris this year. She already has 5 gold medals. She claims she's never been to Paris before. Oh, I find that hard to believe. Okay,
Right.
well she'll get a chance to explore this year.
Right.
Have you gotten a chance to see the shoe? Because I did not.
I have. It is exactly how you described it. It's super bright. It does have a bunch of smiley faces on it. Um, but I do like the colorway. It's a bright, colorful shoe. I love the colorway. I love the quotes on the shoe. Um, so yeah, it looks like it's a cool shoe, a fun shoe.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
We already Juice Lloyd stands because we already know that she's a crypto fan, and she's a crypto stan. So Jewel, yes, we would like to interview you at some point. Just
absolutely. We need to
just
break
throwing it out
down Jules'
there.
portfolio with all her
Facts,
investments because she has her hand in a lot
facts.
of different things, from food to pickleball to sneakers to crypto. She's a little bit of everywhere. So maybe we'll do that on the 9450, to be
Facts.
honest. Like the WNBA season is about to begin. It'd be dope to like break down some of their portfolios or like business dealings. So be on the lookout for that
Facts.
on the 9450. We may be doing that soon. So
No, that's a fact. And with that being said, also, our friends over at the 9450 just started their show. So I'm pretty sure they'll be giving more WNBA highlights, updates, and stuff like that over there. So once you're done with us here, you still got some more basketball talk.
absolutely.
So yeah, we're, we're moving forward. This made me very happy to find this out this week. My former teammate, Epiphany Prince, is set to become the director of player and community engagement for the New York Liberty. So we just wanted to give a shout out to Epiphany. 14 years
14.
as a WNBA player. That's a that's an incredible career. Okay, incredible career. She's a two-time champion. And Epiphany played for the New York Liberty for 5 seasons. So she played for them between 2015 and 2018, and then also joined again in 2023. Uh, I think this is like the perfect job for Epiphany too, because um, you know, this is life after sports, right? And she's still directly involved with basketball, but she's just on the other end now. We went from retirement to the front office, so that's really an incredible transition.
Absolutely.
And they literally, this is literally a first of its kind role. So like, she's setting the standard for what the role can possibly be and blossom into. So it's just so much alignment and synchronicity. Epiphany,
And
congratulations,
then
my
being from
sister. I
Brooklyn,
know you. Right, right.
the connection
Go
is
ahead.
there.
Being from
Like yeah, she's staying home for real. Like Epiphany is from Brooklyn. They're playing at the Barclays Center. She can make direct impact right there. Engaging community,
facts.
the same community she grew up in. So I can see why this was probably a no brainer for the front office
Right.
of the Liberty to hire her.
Mm-hmm.
Just really honing in on the fact like she's at home. So this is gonna be a great position for her.
Facts. You know I'm gonna be hitting you up, Piff. So check the line. Check the line. No, I'm playing. I'm playing around. Let's move forward.
um, yo, the Las Vegas Aces. First of all, shouts to Candace Parker. Let's start there. Like we got news this afternoon that the GOAT. I wish Lauren was still in here, but I know for a fact Lauren is about to go in over at the 9450s live because that's her GOAT. Candace Parker is
Yeah.
retiring, two-time WNBA MVP. She announced retirement today. She's 38. She's one of the most decorated WNBA players in the game, or she's won. She won titles at Tennessee. Brittany, I don't know if you got any stories about her maybe playing against her in Tennessee, but she's a GOAT. And I
Yeah.
mean, she's done everything. She was a two-time league MVP, like I said. She's a 10-time all WNBA selection player, a 7-time WNBA All-Star, a defensive player of the year in
Mm.
2020, and a two-time Olympic gold medalist in 2008 and 2012. Her
Mm.
rap sheet is crazy. She's done everything
Right.
she could have done. In Tennessee, I know for me, that was the first time we started seeing like women dunk. I mean, her, Sylvia Fowles, like these, like she was one of them. She was one of them. It's like, holy
Yeah.
shit, did she just dunk the ball?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Correct. I've seen highlights of Candace Parker dunk off the vert, like just off the vert. Okay, so that just shows you her athletic ability. Some dudes can't even dunk off the vert, y'all. You realize that? Okay, and I just want to say, just want to congratulate Candace Parker on a nut. Like this is we going from Epiphany to Candace. Like I, I got to play with Piff and against Piff. I didn't get to play with Candace, but I got to get chance to play against her.
Yeah,
Okay, and probably in the list of the greatest people that I've got a chance to play with. Okay, play against. Okay,
yeah,
her and Maya Moore on that list. Okay, um, Candace was just different, yo. Like different. Okay, um, but y'all stole that game my sophomore year. I'm not letting that go. If y'all want to do some research, I'm obviously I'm tight. They beat us for the national championship my freshman year. But next year when we played y'all again, y'all cheated. We were supposed to win at Tennessee. Go look up Clockgate. Rutgers versus Tennessee. They stopped the clock at the end of the game. We were supposed to win the game. They stopped the clock. Nikki Anasicki got the offensive rebound. Kia fouled her. Point something seconds left again. The point something seconds lingered and followed us again, right? We already
mm,
had to beat Duke the year before with point 0.2 seconds left on the clock, okay? Again, they didn't start that clock. Nikki Anasicki gets the rebound. Kia fouls her. She go to the free throw line, hit 2 shots. We lose by 1. Dang. Yeah. Coach almost broke her hand that day. She almost broke her hand after that game, y'all. Cause after the game, you know the refs, you know what the refs do. Oh yeah, we blew the call. We blew the call. But y'all still gave them the game, okay? So that's my only gripe. You wasn't supposed to win that one, Candace. But again, just congratulations on her historic career. I would have loved to see her play one more year, man. I really thought she was coming
yeah,
back for her last year. But your body tells you when it's time.
yes. I respect how she
And
did
for
it.
sis, right,
I don't think many
right,
players would have done it the way she did it. And I love the fact that she didn't want to go out. She wanted to go out on a high so that everybody remembers her playing
right,
healthy instead of her coming back. And I briefly read a quick article earlier, just how she was just like, obviously we know she's been battling injuries a lot, and she just ain't want to go out as the old vet that came back trying to like prove herself. She said she didn't want
yeah,
the goodbye tour, um and she
right,
wanted to leave the game. She wanted to leave the game this way. And I don't think there's many players that would have done
right,
this. I respect it. I know that was probably a hard conversation to have with herself, because she kept saying throughout the article how, she wanted to continue to play. But like Brittany said, her body just your body keeps the score. Her body wasn't where she needed it to be to really go out and play at a high level that she knew she could play at. So I respect it. It's egoless. She put her ego to the side for that, and she made that decision. And she says she's looking forward to like tapping more into business. She made that very clear in the article. She says she wants to be a WNBA team
mm,
owner. She says she wants to be an NBA owner. So I'm keeping my eye on Candace Parker to see what moves she makes off the floor, because she's very adamant about that in the article that I read. So she's not going anywhere anytime soon. She's going to be very close to the game, just in a different way. So
yeah, that I love that, and I hope that it showed like this documentary that's coming out that kind of showcase their back-to-back championship run. I hope they show. I hope she's like in it. Obviously she injured herself, so I hope they caught like parts of her because that was her last year, essentially.
mhm.
Like, but I'm looking forward to seeing this documentary. So the Las Vegas Aces are releasing a documentary called Aces versus Everybody. It will premiere on May 1st, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. The team says the documentary chronicles the Aces' journey to becoming the first back-to-back WNBA champions in more than 2 decades. Um, they will be releasing never before seen behind-the-scenes footage and interviews with coaches, players, team execs, and I'm looking forward to this. They were absolutely spot on to say let's record this year, okay?
Right.
Um, because I say that because Coach Stringer they presented Coach Stringer with something our sophomore year. They wanted to record our season, and Coach Stringer said no. I don't know why she said no, but I would have loved if they recorded our season and had something that chronicled like our season the next year when we lost in the Elite 8 to UConn, because I think that would have been just something that I would have had, a
Right.
memory. So I love that they had the hindsight or the foresight to do that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna tap in and watch it and report back.
Facts. Moving on, NIL news.
Yeah, that was a long segment for sports news. Thanks for tapping in with us, y'all. We are well over an hour into this, but we had a lot to provide in the sports segment. But yeah, now we're going to NIL news. We're starting out with DJ Burns. Shouts to DJ Burns because I had the opportunity to meet him last Sunday. As you can see, I'm very excited and very hyped, even talking about it, because I love DJ Burns' game. He had a phenomenal postseason play right in the tournament. really had the opportunity to shine and to really
Hmm.
showcase not only his talent on the floor, but then also his personality off the floor. And it was just great to meet him, right? So anyway, DJ Burns, he added another NIL opportunity to his resume this past week. He partnered with North Carolina Dairy Producers Association and the North Carolina Department of Agriculture. And as part of the NIL deal, Burns filmed a commercial at NC State's Dairy Education Center to promote North Carolina produced chocolate milk, which is interesting.
Mm.
DJ Burns is one of
Yeah,
the leading
I.
nominees. Go ahead, my bad.
Mhm. No, I just know that they say like chocolate milk is like the great recovery drink because of the amount of like carbs to fat ratio in milk, essentially. So you're replenishing all those carbs that you kind of just lost and the sugars that you just lost from that workout. So they say it's like the perfect recovery drink. But
Oh,
if you're lactose intolerant, it's not really the perfect recovery drink because it's gonna mess your stomach up. But for the people that can, there's some science to it. Continue.
now you listen to
Sorry.
the health guru, y'all. So when Brittany starts talking about food and science, y'all better listen. I'm serious because I ain't know that. So I learned something new today. Um, DJ Burns is one of the leading nominees for Breakthrough Athlete of the Year at the 2024 NIL Awards. Like I said, he came up big this in the postseason with NIL deals. He has NIL deals that are what surpass six figures. So that young man is
Right.
making money. And I didn't know
Facts.
about the NIL awards, but nonetheless, these awards highlight the most impactful players, brands, innovators, and breakthrough performers in the NIL ecosystem. And they're going to be handed out during the NIL summit that's going to be taking place this summer from June 22nd to June 24th at the College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta. So if you're in Atlanta, maybe you should check this out. It'd be a great opportunity. Also to probably network and get familiar with these athletes. But just wanted to give a big shout to
Right.
DJ Burns. Um, great overall player. And then it was just dope to meet him. He's huge, y'all. Like in person, he is.
Facts. Facts. My husband and my son also got a chance to meet him. So that was Ray, according to Shantae, was like, yo, he's mad tall.
He kept looking him
So
up and down. He kept looking him up and down. Like, I can't believe he's that big. And I'm like, take the picture. Like, smile.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Burns, man. We appreciate your grind, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
that. Definitely came up this year in the tournament. Like displayed his skill set and also got to the bag. So we love it. Love it, young fella.
Yeah. So now we're getting into a more, I guess, a little more serious topic in NIL news. There's two St. John men's players by the name of Chris Ledlum and Jordan Dingle. They're suing the NCAA and they're seeking a fifth year of eligibility. Now, to give context, these two young men have declared for the NBA draft because their request for a fifth year has been denied by the NCAA, and
Mm,
they are seeking relief, and they're alleging that there's been violations of New York antitrust and NIL laws, because the NCAA actually rejected their waiver request to obtain a fifth year of eligibility. To give you some more context, Ledlum played for Harvard before he came over to St. John's, and then Dingle played for Penn before coming to St. John's as well. Um, and
Mhm.
while they were both at Harvard and Penn, um, because of the threat of COVID-19, they were forced. The 2020 NCAA tournament was canceled, and their respective their teams couldn't go, right. Um, and so this suit is really important because it does put a spotlight on NIL opportunities and the transfer portal window, and things of that nature. And so part of what they're alleging is that because they don't have a fifth year, they were forced to enter the NBA draft. And number two, they are missing out on potential NIL opportunities, right? Um, and so the complaint details that the NCAA afforded student athletes who were able to compete during the 2020-2021 season under what is called the COVID waiver, 5 seasons of competition eligibility instead of the usual 4 seasons, which is why we've seen like Haley Van Lith. Haley Van Lith has finished 4 years. However, because of COVID, she got a fifth year. The same with, if Caitlin Clark wanted to stay. It's quite a few players that were given the opportunity to stay a fifth year because of COVID-19. And so these two players at St. John's that play on the St. John's men's basketball team, they're alleging that they're owed that fifth year. Um, so yeah, as a result, because St. John's is they're Saint because they're not afforded that fifth year, St. John's is essentially forced to accept that they're not coming back or eligible for the next season, so their spots will be filled, which again takes away NIL opportunities from them. So yeah, they're suing the NCAA. I think this is going to be another big case. I mean, the NCAA has cases out there behind at this point. Um, but this is also going to be a big one because, like I said, these two are no longer in college, right? They're not eligible, and they both declared for the draft. So we'll have to see how that goes. So just wanted to highlight this. We'll keep a close eye on it and then report back with the findings after this suit. More things become clear or revealed in this suit.
Yeah, that's interesting. Um. Oh, I don't have anything to add.
Okay. But yeah, it's just I'll say that it's just, yeah, it's interesting. I think it's gonna be important. Um, and it's just crazy that these student athletes felt like, like they didn't have a choice. I mean, granted they didn't. They felt like the best thing that they could have did was enter the NBA draft. Um, it's just a messy situation. So we'll keep an eye on it, and like I said, I'll report back with the findings.
Okay, we are
All
here.
right, we're moving on to tech news. In tech news, we have this is kind of a mix of culture and tech. Everyone knows like Drake, has been battling everybody, lyrically for the past few weeks. But in his latest song, the Tailor Made Freestyle, if you haven't heard it, actually, I don't even think you can hear it because this is part of what we're reporting, right? Like, it's taken down. So Drake released this song last week called Tailor Made Freestyle. Um, rapping about Kendrick Lamar. But in the song, he uses AI to create Tupac's voice on the track. So it sounds like Tupac is rapping. And then also Snoop Dogg's voice. But it's not those actual people obviously rapping on the track. It's AI generated. And so Tupac's estate sent Drake a cease and desist last week and was like, hey, take this down or else we're gonna sue you. Like, in but so many words, that's what happened. Take it down or else we're gonna sue you. Now, maybe close to 2 months ago, Brittany and I, talked about how There's been a lot of talk about AI and copyright law and how, there's not a lot of rules and regulations around how people can utilize these artists' voices. We also talked about how California has been trying to create laws on how AI is used with artist voices and their name, image, and likeness. And this is an example of that. And so, yeah, like essentially Tupac's estate was like, yo, take it down. We didn't give you any permission to use Tupac's voice. This is a violation of Tupac's publicity rights and how you're able to utilize his name, image, and likeness. We didn't give you permission to do that. So if you don't take this down, we are going to sue you. Um, this just further shows that we have a long way to go on the legal side when it comes to AI and the use of people's name, image, and likeness and voice. That's a part of that. And long story less long, Drake took the song down. I don't think you can hear the song anywhere unless you've already downloaded it somewhere. But that's a part of tech. We're in a space where artificial intelligence is going to be running rapid. We've been seeing it, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how um, the federal government continues to catch up with what's happening. So just wanted to report on that.
Yeah, man. Accessibility and look, we've been saying AI is going to change up a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know we've been reporting on AI and all the different tools we be seeing. Chat GPT becoming the fastest growing app in history, like in 2 months, So AI is really stirring up the pot here. Uh,
Facts.
and now we're getting into the legal realm. So, hey, we're
Yeah.
going to see. Shantae going to keep y'all updated. All right? That,
Yeah. So now
we
we're
are
heading
live
into.
on IG now. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. Y'all gotta tap into my
so
music page.
they're getting our last segment.
Tap into my music page, Tay's Audio Trips, where we're gonna be talking about music, all things music, breaking down music. That's really my bag. If y'all love music, how I love music, give me a follow. Again, that's Tay's Audio Trips on Instagram. And we're gonna be having a WNBA playlist, 2024 playlist release this week. So just highlighting that.
Tap
So
in.
be on the lookout for that as well.
Hey, y'all. It's a long time coming for Shantae. She,
Yes.
it's a long time coming, okay? So tap in with her. All right?
Yes.
All right? On to our last segment, culture news. So with that being said, y'all know that us athletes are also investors. I love this. Storm, legend, Sue Bird is joining the franchise's ownership group. Who than the long time accolade point guard to come back and put on and own some of the team? That makes sense to me. I love this.
No, this is
Seattle
this is
Storm, Seattle Storm, y'all doing it. Y'all know what to do. Y'all getting it done. Okay? They announced Wednesday that legendary former player Sue Bird has joined the team's ownership group, Force 10 Hoops, ahead of the 2024 WNBA season. And if y'all did not know, today is also the start of WNBA training camp. So today was the start of the gauntlet. Y'all already know my heart be broken every time it's time to make cuts for these rosters because people I feel like shouldn't be getting cut get cut, y'all. You be over here like what? But it's going on. But I digress. Bird, the number one pick of the 2002 draft by the Storm. This is an anomaly because this doesn't happen anymore, really. She played her entire 19 season WNBA career in Seattle. Like Kobe playing his entire career for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Right.
That does not happen for real anymore. I think the only player now, like who's been with the same franchise for their entire career, probably has to be Diana Taurasi with the Phoenix Mercury.
With the
She's
Phoenix
probably,
Mercury. Yeah.
yeah, it's probably her, and she's probably the last person on that list there. But yeah, man, I think this is pretty fire. She started at point guard for all of the Seattle championship teams. I mean, the girl is a legend.
Right.
Sue is a legend. She's going down in history. Okay. Lisa Leslie of the Los Angeles Sparks was the first former WNBA player to join a team ownership group in 2011, while Bird's former teammate Renee Montgomery was part of the group that purchased the Atlanta Dream in 2021. Although Bird is new to WNBA ownership, she previously invested in reigning NWSL champion NJNY Gotham FC in her native New York, while still an active player in 2022. You know what I just found out? One
What?
of one of my friends from Rutgers soccer was on that team that won the NWSL. Yes.
That's fire.
So I'm about to hit her. I'm like, yo, you was on the team? I had no
Yeah.
idea. This is
I just saw
crazy.
some
Shout out to
news
Coach
about
Edmond.
I just saw some soccer news yesterday. I can't recall what it was. It was something major. We'll circle back to that, but there's a lot of good things happening for the women's soccer league. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So that's fire. Like, and we already know Sue's wife is Megan Rapinoe. Like, she's a heralded soccer player. So it only makes sense that Sue is invested in soccer too. Her wife is a legend
Right.
in soccer. So it just all aligns. Okay?
Yeah.
It all aligns. All aligns. So shout out to Sue Bird for doing that. Sue, what up? And the last word, this is the last thing. NLE
Yeah. I
Chopper.
got yeah.
NLE Chopper. If y'all don't know this young man, please find out about him. He's a young man from Memphis. I like him because he's into health. That's how we connect. That's how I connect with him. He's a big health enthusiast, but
Mhm.
he's also still really just himself. He's still really hood. Still really just very charismatic, high energy. Like I would like to go see NLE Chopper in concert. Like I would love to go see it because he incites that spirit in me. Okay. Um, but yeah, he's actually dropping a sneaker. It's actually called a boot. It's called the Duck Boot, but it's really kind of like a sneaker. He joined Omar Bailey. Omar Bailey is essentially he's one of the former directors that used to work with Kanye at Adidas. He's one of the designers, and he kind of partitioned off and made his own brand called Factory Lab. And now he's doing collaborations with athletes and artists. And NLE Chopper is coming out with his own sneaker called the Duck Boot on May 10th. It will be $250 a pair, um, which is out of my price range, y'all. I just can't do it. Sneakers that much? Ah, I don't know. But if y'all like them, go get them. But I just want to shout NLE Chop out, okay? I think this is amazing that he's. I just like how he pushes his artistry. He doesn't just use music as his only source of revenue. He has so many different like multiple streams that he's engaging, and obviously this sneaker is another lane for him, right? Because just selling music is not gonna do it. That's
No.
not gonna get you where you have to be. Okay, just like for us as athletes, just playing and having a salary, that's not sustainable for us. So we have to do other things, and I like that he's venturing out and actually doing clothing. We've seen numerous artists move into the merch lane, right? Like Tyler the Creator has his own, merch line. There's so many different artists that, obviously see this as a respectable way to earn a living. So
Absolutely.
shout out Emily Chopper.
I just had one more
I think,
thing
yeah,
to talk about
go ahead.
Smorgasburg. That was it.
Hey!
That's it. So I had the opportunity to get to Smorgasburg, which is located in New York City. I went to the Brooklyn location today. However, there's another location here in New York in Manhattan that's usually hosted on Saturdays. But I'm used to always going on Sundays. And again, I like going to Brooklyn at Prospect Park, which is always a vibe. Today in New York City, it was 70 degrees. I don't know where everybody's like tuning in from, but once 70 degrees is cracked in New York City, it feels like a summer day. Okay. So that means like, I'm just giving context. So that means like everybody was outside. It was warm. You know, you had the ices everywhere. It was a vibe outside. It was music blasting, heavy traffic. Nonetheless, love New York City in the summertime. But yeah, Smorgasburg is a yearly event that happens starting, I believe, this year in April, and then all ending in October every year. And in the two locations that I mentioned, there's a ton of um, food trucks from different restaurants and bakeries and just eatery places in the city. Um, yeah, they're selected to go there with their trucks and sell their food. And one thing about New York City is you can get anything at any time. That's a true statement. You can get any type of food at any time, and I seen that today. Right, we had Korean barbecue. Brittany, you would have loved it. I gotta send you videos offline because
Mm,
Brittany is a chef, y'all. So Brittany and I oftentimes have food conversations. Our palates are different, I will say that, but we like good food. That is the thing. We
fact.
like good food, and there was great food at Smorgasburg. I had a lobster roll today. It was so good, Brittany. They had different lobster rolls. You can get avocado on them. You can get cucumber on them. It was all type of stuff you can get. They had Korean barbecue, like I said. They had
Mm.
jerk, everything out there. They even had coconut water from the actual coconut. They had actual coconuts there. Slight, you could have had fresh coconut water there. Um,
Woo.
but I still like to say, if you live in New York City or if you plan on visiting New York City, this is somewhere you definitely should go. Like I said, you get all type of foods there. It's available from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I was able to go there today, and I had an amazing time. The food was good. Had great. It's a vibe every time. So definitely tap into Smorgasburg if you can, and then let us know how you feel about the experience if you go.
Okay. I gotta get there because Shantae been on me because I didn't go last year.
You gotta
Okay,
go.
so
As a chef, you should go. You should go.
yes, I gotta get there. I gotta get there. So look out for me to head to Smorgasburg this summer. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Thank you, y'all. As always, we're so appreciative. Everybody joining. We see all y'all on Twitter. Thank y'all for
Thank
coming
you.
through. Coming through. As y'all know, our good friends over at the 9450 are live right now, so we would love for y'all to filter and channel over there,
Yes.
and just please make sure y'all follow us. That's really what this is. Please just follow, follow,
Follow.
follow. Come follow me. Okay? Follow me. Come follow me. All right. I love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
Facts. Peace, y'all.
Peace.